Howdy, 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 my beautiful Aquarius. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading, Aquarius. So if you found any tarot cards that resonate with you in this reading, let me know in the comments below, first of all, how the cards resonate with you, as well if you enjoy my vibe for the day, or you just enjoy this tarot reading, I suppose. I would really appreciate it, Aquarius, if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you guys do that extra step to support me in that way, Aquarius. Keep in mind, I am just a man reading some tarot cards to you, darling. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate with you, Aquarius, leave what doesn't. I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. Also, remember, it does not matter what you identify as, whether it's he, she, they, them, anything inside or outside of that spectrum, darling. When it comes to my weekly tarot readings, Aquarius, they're all inclusive, darling, so it does not matter what you identify as. If they're going to resonate with you, they're going to resonate with you. Also, keep in mind, Aquarius, that if you want to book a private personal reading with me, my website's always linked down below, simplyvelca.com. All I do ask is just remember that I am just that man reading tarot cards, right? I am no different than you are. So just, yeah, when it comes to receiving any of my readings, just keep that in mind. Let's just jump into your weekly tarot horoscope reading now, Aquarius, and just let's start vibing, hopefully, darling. Hopefully that we are on the same vibe. Hopefully we're vibing out, honey. First and foremost, though, Aquarius, let's get into a little bit of a vibe check, a little bit of a tarot forecast, darling. See what's going on with you guys. A lovely subscriber gifted this to me, and it's just such gorgeous artwork, and I wish y'all could feel these cards, Aquarius. But yeah, let's just see where the general energy of things are going for you. And Justice card during Libra season, darling Aquarius. If you don't know, the Justice card is the Libra card in the major arcana, Aquarius. So when this card comes in, like, I feel as if, Aquarius, that you guys actually recently got this card. Did you not? Correct me if I'm wrong, Aquarius, for my regulars out there. But the Justice card is the card of where rights are being wronged, wrongs are being made right. Definitely if you are dealing with the law in any type of way, or dealing with a situation, Aquarius, where it's like a situation where it's like a he said, she said, or what have you. Even if you feel as if you're being, like, no one's understanding your perspective or not being appreciated, I feel as if your perspective is going to be understood. It doesn't even have to come off in an aggressive way. Maybe there's just, like, someone just hasn't been understanding you. Maybe you feel as if, Aquarius, that you just have been generally very misunderstood. I feel like that's going to be changing for you guys. So let's just get into some more tarot, darling. Three of Cups coming. Y'all like how I caught that? Three of Cups coming in for you, Aquarius. So definitely we might be talking about a group dynamic for some of you guys, Aquarius. Admittedly, I feel like that might be for, like, I don't know, like maybe 20% of you guys, 15%, and somewhere in that percentage. Obviously, it doesn't really, the percentages don't really matter to you guys, but it makes sense in my Libra brain. Three of Cups coming in here. By definition, it's a card of celebration, though. Seven of Wands. Definitely, we're talking, Aquarius, about people, like, there's definitely some type of outside energy being involved in y'all's reading. It's outside, like, maybe eyes are on you right now. Perceptions are being focused on you. If that is the case, I see it in a very positive way, especially with the Three of Cups starting this row out, darling. But I don't know why my blanket's acting extra now. But yeah, I like this a lot, especially again with that Justice card that we had for you. And then the Leo card, the Strength card coming in for you, Aquarius. So, this is going to be one and two messages, Aquarius. Maybe for some of you guys, it's going to be a situation of something a little bit more drama related. Admittedly, I kind of like to stray away from those types of readings because it's just not usually my style. But, if there's been maybe some, like, trouble in paradise, darling, because I do feel as if, like, I don't feel like this is like malintent energy. I just feel as if, like, when there's a bunch of other energies involved, things can be misconstrued and all that, Aquarius. I constantly just keep on getting this reassurance where it's like your side is going to be heard, your side is going to be understood, Aquarius, on that side of things. On the other side of things, I feel as if, and this is more so, I'm speaking towards my entrepreneurs, Aquariuses, or those that benefit in some way by being seen. This is really looking to be in a very positive way for you guys. With that Strength card, darling, it's kind of a card of pushing through. And I know recently for you guys, Aquarius, in one of your recent readings, I was talking about, as success starts coming towards you guys, you might experience some imposter syndrome. And I feel as if you guys are working through that pretty well. so far. So let's get some clarifiers. We have the Two of Wands here on that Three of Cups. So this is speaking on contracts, darling, right? Definitely looking into the future. Really interesting how this is going. Ten of Pentacles as well. And then Aquarius, we get into the Three of Cups again for you guys. So there is a very strong energy coming in here, Aquarius. Some outside energy here. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, if this is again speaking to like my entrepreneurs or those my Aquariuses that just benefit financially through being seen, having more eyes on you, this is a very profitable week for you guys, especially considering your last week's reading. It makes a lot of sense for that. You guys might be approached when it comes to some type of partnership or just working together with other people. And I feel as if that is the case, definitely take them up on that offer if it is obviously in alignment with you. I definitely feel as if this is a very positive week in terms of like commitments for you guys, Aquarius, as well. Because again, with that Justice card, like a lot of things are just working out in your favor. It feels like there's just a lot of I don't want to call it white noise because that might sound as like dismissive, but there's just a lot going on in your space at this time, Aquarius, and you're getting just a very strong reassurance that you're being taken care of. We have the Platypus card coming in here. Ooh, girl. Now, don't be shooting the messenger. I'm just reading this tarot card, Aquarius. But this says, stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. So right now, Aquarius, you might be having feelings of being overwhelmed and all that. I'm not going to be sitting here preaching on a soapbox to you and just trying to sound all philosophical, Aquarius. But there's definitely, whenever the Platypus card comes in here, it's like a sign from your spirit guides being like, there's some type of something that you're not seeing, Aquarius, something that you're not seeing, or you might be receiving or perceiving something that should be a blessing in your life, or is intended to be a blessing in your life, rather, Aquarius, that you might be perceiving in a more negative light and not so lovely light. And then you have the disseminating moon, time to breathe out. I feel like for some of you guys, Aquarius, you guys just need a moment to just push the pause button. And I know in last week's reading for you guys, Aquarius, I was telling you guys to just really, that I was sensing that a lot of you guys were coming out of your hermit mode. And naturally, whenever you come out of your hermit mode, Aquarius, like when you first get out, like you're going to have like a sensory overload, darling, which is like a lot of things coming at you, especially with that Strength and Three of Cups coming in twice for you. And Seven of Wands, it just feels like a lot of attention is on you, a lot of things, definitely I heard like the pressure is on for you guys, Aquarius, at this time. But you have the King of Cups coming in here, integrity and stability. I do feel as if that's kind of the name of the game for you right now, Aquarius, so where it's just like, just as long as you are able to be your most authentic self and you feel good about what it is that you're providing to the world, whether it be your personality or the services that you offer, right? The right people are going to receive you in a positive way. Some of you guys, Aquarius, might be stressing out about how other people are perceiving you. Again, that sense of imposter syndrome, feeling as if you might be a fraud or what have you. The World card coming in here, achievement and fulfillment. This is really just like if you don't get in your own way, Aquarius, at this time, you're going to have a lot of I know it sounds so cliche and corny, but it's like you're going to have a lot of success coming towards you, right? So it's just like, don't get in your own way with things, Aquarius. Really make it a point at this time to just I want to just say, like, making it a point. Y'all like my reaction there? I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this. Making it a point to just not your Strength card again coming in for you. Like, you may be having feelings of just like going back into that shell, Aquarius. And I feel like that would be the biggest mistake that you could do. I feel as if you need to just get your thoughts in order and just be like, all right, like before I make an irrational decision over here. And like, I'm not trying to say you're irrational, Aquarius, but at the same time, before you make any rash decisions or before you start spiraling in any type of way and start self-sabotaging, take a moment to breathe out and just know, like, even though you're experiencing a sensory overload or just feeling overwhelmed in general, just with life, of just dealing with life, darling, that you are taken care of, that there's a reason as to why things are happening to you at this time. And just to, like, I keep on hearing the message, Aquarius, so just getting out of your head, because, it's just like this consistent message is like getting out of your head and just allow things to come and don't feel personally victimized by it. Like, I can't get this weird feeling out of my head where it's just like, something that's like a time where it should be celebration for you, you're not really celebrating, which I'm not sure what that means. So yeah, let's continue on with this, Aquarius. Let's see how the good thing, just a little bit of checkup, darling, of how the good things are working out for you. We have the Knight of Swords. This is the card by definition, Aquarius, of a lot of things being thrown. I need to not like move that. I talk with my hands, Aquarius, so forgive me. A lot of things just being thrown at you right now. So I do understand, like, I'm not trying to be dismissive of how you guys are feeling overwhelmed right now. Please don't take it that way. But Chariot card, yeah, a lot of fast forward movement. Like a lot, it just feels like a lot is happening to you guys at once, Aquarius. And then the King of Cups following you, darling, right? Really, the name of the game for you guys, Aquarius, is like, as long as you're able to keep your emotions in check, as long as you're able to just take things one step at a time, Aquarius, I feel like you got this, right? I know there might be a lot of chaos going on in your life right now, and just like you might just have, again, these feelings. I get this weird feeling, Aquarius, that some of you guys are feeling drawn to just doing something very drastic. Like if you guys would have the opportunity to, Aquarius, you guys would like change your name, move to a whole different country, and start a whole new life right now, which is just interesting because at the same time, I see such positivity happening to you, or just at the very least coming towards you, Aquarius. So it's just like interesting to me, like why this is occurring in such a way, Aquarius. Let me know in the comments below what's going on with you guys, because it's just like, just in normal Aquarius fashion, like y'all's reading are always just the most complex for me to just try to unpack. I love my Aquariuses. I have a few Aquariuses in my life, but I'm just like, my God, y'all are my most complex energy. Chariot card following you, girl. We're just getting the same exact tarot cards. Ace of Pentacles coming in here. One more. We have the Eight of Wands as well. So I do see a lot of movement for you guys. Definitely a lot of movement. I feel as if really change is good for you at this time. And I feel as if that might be what is spooking some of you guys out, Aquarius, is the fact that you're having all this change happening to you and definitely being out of your comfort zone. But I feel like this is, again, just a time of celebration. So I'm just like, chin up, honey. Step out of your comfort zone. The North Node, right? You guys are definitely out of your comfort zone, but this is the zone that you want to be in, because I forget what other sign I was saying that to. Maybe it was Gemini. I don't know, but it's just like really nothing fabulous happens when you're in your comfort zone, darling. So it's like really at this time where it's like if you're feeling out of your element, that is the time of just celebrating. Like I feel like some of you guys, Aquarius, now I know y'all's energy out of all the zodiac signs, Aquarius, really kind of thrive off that chaotic energy, but some of you guys might be just taking a little bit harder than normal. You have the Grouse card coming in here, talking about expressing yourself through rhythm, movement, drumming and dancing. Very much so tapping into my creative Aquariuses, which I feel like is like all my Aquariuses, just Aquariuses in general. Some of you guys may need to just take a step back from, this is going to be a very specific message because obviously it's not going to relate to all of you guys, Aquarius, but I get a very direct message that some of you guys need to take your art and make it more personal again, instead of trying to think of ways of how to like monetize it or like how you're going to present your art to the world. I feel as if some of you guys need to just take some time, even just like nightly, or just like it feels like some of you guys just need a reminder, Aquarius, of like why it is that you're doing the art that you're doing, if that makes sense. And I feel like some of you guys just need to recharge your battery by just while you're being very much so like the last thing you want to do is be a hermit at this time, Aquarius. There is this part of you that needs to make your art a little bit to yourself, keeping it for yourself again. So take that message as you will, darling Aquarius. Now let's give these cards to Mr. Aretha Franklin and to Miss Barbara Walters, darling. And now let's see what is going on, or rather, Aquarius, messages from your spirit guides and ancestors. We have here the girl, I can't read. The Knight of Wands coming in here, Aquarius, with the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Swords coming in here, Aquarius. So for y'all, that Knight of Wands, darling, that's kind of what the energy that I was sensing for you guys. You guys might have even had that last week as well, that Knight of Wands. You guys, Aquarius, I just feel as if you need to be careful about making rash decisions that kind of put walls up. I feel as if some of you, I'm catching some Aquariuses in the act of building up walls and kind of just keeping themselves further secluded. deleted. And while I'm not trying to chastise you guys, Aquarius, because I'm very guilty of it myself, like recently I just deactivated my Twitter and having that be deleted because I'm just tired of dealing with a bunch of people, honestly. Like, so I want you to know, Aquarius, on a personal level, I completely understand it, in the sense of like wanting to just close yourself off from energies, but really just be careful about that at this time, because Ace of Swords here, maybe there's a different approach that you could be doing just to like, again, like making something more personal to you. I feel as if you just need to have something that's just like personal to you that you don't talk about to the world and what have you. Maybe some of you guys, Aquarius, I know like a few months ago, which I guess has no relevance now, but I was telling you guys a few months ago, Aquarius, that I felt as if you guys needed to have someone to confide in. And I feel like it's kind of coming back into this message now again. I don't know if you guys no longer have that person to confide in, or maybe you forgot to do that, or you haven't done that in a while. But it just feels like you guys need to do something that's a little bit more just personal to you and not for the world. The Dog card coming in here, your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. So that might be the situation at this time for you, Aquarius, where it's just like you're trying to be a people pleaser at this time, and the person that you're not pleasing, though, is yourself. So girl, get your mind out of the gutter. That's me looking at myself, honey. Void, of course, moon. Nothing will come of this situation. There is just a lot of fruitless connections that some of you guys, Aquarius, are connecting to. And I feel like that might be the responsibility of why you guys are feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You guys are trying to be people pleasers to people that just, I mean, really at this time, I just don't see them adding that much value, admittedly, for you. Feels like you do, like, because of those types of energies, it's kind of impacting how you connect with all energies, if that makes sense. Like, you may have like this one friendship or what have you that just asks a lot out of you, and because of that, like, it drains your social battery, but then that punishes all these other connections that you could be doing or that you could be tending to. And I feel like that's just a disservice when you really need to address just this one person. Like, everyone else isn't the problem. It's just like that one specific energy, if that makes sense, Aquarius. We have here the Empress card, the other Libra card coming in here for you, Aquarius, with that Empress, and then the Justice card. Girl, come on now, Aquarius, come on, girl. You got the Libra card every single time possible, darling. And then we have the, what is this card? The Six of Pentacles coming in here for you. So, Aquarius, for y'all, I just feel as if you need to find something. Yeah, it's just you need to find something that, like, just as much as you invest in that, it invests in you as well, Aquarius. I feel like that's just the main message. Obviously, when I see both Libra cards out here with the Empress and the Justice card, you know, I normally don't like to get into zodiac signs and the specifics in that way when it comes to general readings, because, girl, like, this reading could be potentially for hundreds, if not thousands of Aquariuses. So it's just like, you know, I am receptive in that, like, it could be quite literally anybody. But, you know, I feel like it'd be irresponsible for me, Aquarius, to not acknowledge that it might be like a Libra in your life or someone that has strong Libra to connect to. Regardless of that, you know, that's just kind of something to just like put in your noggin. The main message for this Aquarius, where it's just like, yeah, I feel as if you just need someone or need to do something that's just like, it's not draining you and actually can be very sustaining for you. I feel like a lot of your activities are just draining, and it's just yeah, you get the point. I'm not going to continue harping in on that, Aquarius. So now, darling, let's get into your social reading, darling. Three of Wands here with the Six of Cups. Ooh. Excuse me. As well as the High Priestess card coming in here. So socially for you guys right now, Aquarius, I feel as if you guys have someone on your mind that you want to connect with, especially from the past because of that Six of Wands. You may have started seeing signs of seeing them. Maybe you started seeing them on like your recommended on your social media. Maybe you've thought about them. No, you definitely have thought about them recently. Not even a maybe. You have thought about them recently. Maybe there's been very, very small communication, Aquarius, when it comes to this person. But with that High Priestess there, not only do I know, does that tell me, Aquarius, that one, I do know that you know this person, you probably have connected with them on some level, but it's just very much so like, I don't want this to come off as insulting, but it just feels like it's been very surface level, Aquarius, where it's just like, not necessarily the guards have been up, but it's like there hasn't been necessarily a sense of vulnerability when it comes to this connection. And so let's see here. King of Pentacles coming in here with the Ten of Swords, with the Two of Swords. So the reason why I kind of made that face, Aquarius, is because this Ten of Swords is clarifying the Six of Cups. So it's like a past connection that there was definitely some pain here. Maybe that's why there's kind of like this on guardness on both sides, or just kind of like not willing to show each other's hands, if that makes sense. Or yeah, showing y'all's cards. Pun not intended, but I mean, I guess it works, darling. I have a full table of cards. King of Pentacles here on that Two of Wands. Is it Two of Wands or Three of Wands? Three of Wands. I knew it was Three of Wands. With you, Aquarius, I feel as if, and with that Two of Swords, it's almost like this energy of where someone that, it might be even for some of y'all, you might miss this energy, you might miss connecting with them, but because of that Ten of Swords from beforehand, you're kind of just like, I don't know if it's worth reaching out to them, if they want to reach out to me or what have you. I kind of feel like you need to have like the go ahead and be the one to show, because both with the Two of Swords and the High Priestess, they both share the same message of just like being very like closed off and guarded, right? And other artworks of the tarot, like I'll just show in this deck here as I continue babbling, Aquarius, is where, oh, right here, darling, where it's just like very on guard, closed off, not showing, again, not showing your heart, not showing your hand. And so I feel as if you need to kind of be the example and just being vulnerable with somebody. There's someone that you missed that like maybe it didn't end that well, but I feel as if like if you were to just like be vulnerable with it, this old connection might be extremely healing for you, and that might just help everything else that we were talking about, Aquarius. So yeah, take the tarot cards as you will though, darling, because I am just a man reading them to you. Hopefully this reading was helpful to you. If you want to book a reading with me, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, next to my social medias, TikTok, and just Instagram now, darling. But I love you so much, Aquarius, and hopefully I can connect with you sometime in the near future. And let me know what this is all about, darling, because y'all are always just my complex reading to always unpack. So bye, Aquarius.